Hello, this is Dr. Edel Sanders, and this is my first video of a series I'll be doing on psychology. The larger branch on which I am focusing on is positive psychology. What we, for example, are studying, I'm a researcher with the National Institute of Mental Health in Czechia, and we're looking at post-traumatic growth. We hear of post-traumatic stress, but there's post-traumatic growth that can also emerge after a traumatic experience. Not everyone naturally does this, but we look at populations who do naturally do this and what we can learn from them. Positive psychology looks at well-being. How can we create value out of even traumatic experiences? Sometimes the most value can come out of traumatic experiences. So we are looking at, specifically, much of our research is on the post-traumatic growth of and trauma, but focusing back on the growth of Holocaust victims and their families, 3 generations, the long-term effects generationally. And again, post-traumatic growth is an area that is so important that we can all learn from. Whatever trauma or experience we're undergoing, we can come out of it stronger, more resilient, with a higher appreciation for life. Sometimes after a close call, an accident, or a health crisis, people will come out, again, appreciating life more, or with a renewed sense of mission. What can I do for this earth or this world? How can I contribute? A new renewed sense of wanting to help, of an altruistic mindset, compassion that emerges that might not have been there before, or an increase in compassion, understanding the suffering of others even more. And so much can come out of what we could perceive definitely as a negative experience, but let's turn it into a positive experience. So I also look at tools that can help us on a day-to-day basis, such as mindfulness, meditation, mantra meditation, which links also to the sound psychology, music psychology, but also a gratitude and exercises we can do with that, and hope, and many ways that we can enhance our lives. Amazing world of psychology, of the mind, of the behavior, of why we act like we do, and what we can do to help our lives and other people's lives, including people. Let's extend this to not just human people, but non-human people. The more we learn about the minds of those outside of our species, the more humble we can become, and the more kind we can become, the more understanding we can become. If we can learn kindness and understanding of another species, how do we think that can affect our understanding and kindness of another culture? It's very interconnected. All of these branches are interconnected. So I really look forward to sharing what I know and helping, maybe growing together. You might ask me a question that I need to really look into further. You might have a suggestion for someone I could do an interview with. So I'm open to ideas from the visuals to I can share PowerPoints. It's a new series I will be creating, and I look forward to it, getting to know you all, and maybe sharing some tips that I hope can be helpful to your lives and to others' lives. So once again, nice to meet you, and I look forward to interacting and sharing. Take care. Bye-bye.